Which series is an absolute 10/10? Band of Brothers. The Patient. I thought this was fantastic. Steve Carell is a psychiatrist kidnapped by a serial killer seeking treatment. True Detective Season 1. Each season is its own universe, and S1 featured Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. The West Wing. S1S for some of the greatest TV ever. IMO. The Sopranos. Bates Motel. The movie Psycho. In the series form, Friday Night Lights. Teen Onks dressed up with football. Eureka. For my money. Better Call Saul was better than Breaking Bad. DB is more iconic, and if you like one then you probably like the other. The Good Place is the most consistently good show I think I've seen, doesn't miss a single step. Community is both better and worse. 10/10 for S1 and S2. S3 has some of the best episodes and some less good. Afterwards it is an inconsistent but still good show. Magicians is a really good hidden gem. Silicon Valley is pretty darn good for nerd humor. Also Warrior is a fantastic martial arts show. Wish more people watched it. Edit forgot about Gallivant, which is a delightfully hilarious Monty Python-esque parody of high fantasy. It is also a musical. I'd have to say The Clone Wars. It has some moments that are slow and a bit kiddie. Don't get me wrong, but the character development on display, especially of Anakin, is some of the best that the Star Wars universe has to offer. It also provides vital context to Order 66 itself, and the Star Wars universe as a whole, giving us valuable lessons on politics and social reform. It's a shame they took it off on Netflix, though. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul div very high up. Shameless is its own category. What We Do in the Shadows vampire comedy quirky, from Aldi's The IT Crowd and Black Books. Less known European non-English ones are dark mystery thriller drama Supernatural from Germany, and Border Town mystery thriller cop drama Serial Killers from Finland. Time 2021. Sean Bean plays a convict. Stephen Graham plays a prison officer. It's a great story of redemption and corruption. End season to Jodie Whittaker plays a single mother who gets sent to prison for theft. Bella Ramsey plays a pregnant heroin addict, and Tamara Lawrence plays a lifer, with the three of them sharing a cell. Black Mirror up to moving to Netflix, and became mostly soulless. The first season on Netflix was decent. Love, Death and Robot. Altered Carbon S1. Last of Us. Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. House ND. Dexter. The Kingdom S1 and S to Korean Zombie. Westworld S1 S3. The Shield. It's about a squad of corrupt cops, inspired by the LAPD corruption scandal from the late 90s. Starts like a standard edgy cop show. Last 3 seasons are one epic tragedy. Final season is my favorite ending to a series, alongside My Robot and Recreation, Barry, Bad Sisters, Poker Face, Harley Quinn, The Expanse, Silicon Valley, Killing Eve, 6 Feet Under, Fleabag, Watchmen, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Space Dandy, Peep Show, Community, Dairy Girls, Never Jump the Shark. Perfect balance of comedy, hilarity, nostalgia, and poignance. Soundtrack and setting are perfection. Top-tier acting and writing and guest stars are icing. Besides those very common ones that everyone will suggest. The Leftovers. Oh my god. You just need to survive the first 3 episodes that are boring but after that, a pure masterpiece. DF 8.5/10 for me. ETA. Adding this because 10/10 doesn't exist. All my faves are already on this list. Beef is next up. Game of Thrones were legit a game changer. The whole world talked about it when it was at its peak. I still love it. Even though they fucking gutted it season 4 onwards. Arcane the League of Legends series was outstanding. I don't care for the game. But this animation was not only stunningly detailed but the story. Wow, just wow. Breaking Bad and The Wire for me. True Detective Season 1 and Chernobyl are also 10/10. And I don't think something so short can qualify as a series. A year ago I would have said The Wire. Sopranos, Band of Brothers. Today, I would add Ted Lasso. Sweet. funny and tightly written. Fargo. Fargo is incredibly fucking underrated. People go on about Breaking Bad, but Fargo is much better and it's not as long. No Robot, a series with many twists and turns that kept all the fans guessing throughout its run and stuck to landing. The Wire. No question. The best thing that has ever been on television, and probably the best thing that ever will be. The Good Place. I can't think of a single bad episode, and it had the best series finale of any show I've watched. Dark. Although this show is considered boring and complicated, I love it nevertheless. The plot is perfect. Fall of the House of Usher. Mayor of Easttown. The Killing. The Sinner. The Haunting of Hill House. Succession. Hill Street Blues. The West Wing. The Wire. Edge of Darkness original version. The Killing. Big Little Lies. The Sopranos. The Office. Futurama. Narcos. Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. What We Do in the Shadows. Ted Lasso was a 10/10 for me. Loved it. Aside from that one episode with Coach Beard. That was odd. For me, Breaking Bad and True Detective Season 1. Both are masterpieces that can never be remade. The Last Kingdom. It's like Vikings, but that ended after just the right amount of seasons. Utopia UK. Everything from the soundtrack, cinematography, acting, and story are 10/10. The Fall of the House of Usher. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Firefly, Battlestar Galactica. Honorable mention to 6 Feet Under. Incredible acting and such original storytelling. The West Wing 10/10. Seriously. Especially in this political climate, worth a watch. Some people are mentioning some shows that are good, but definitely not 10/10. Bo Swallows Universe. Typical Australian dark humour. Raw and great characters. Though it was a limited series, I'd say Behind Her Eyes was quite intriguing. Our Flag Means Death. The silliest, funniest, happiest show ever. Love Rules. First season of True Detective. Haven't watched anything like that ever since. Leftovers, Battlestar Galactica 04. Patriot. The Expanse and Succession. Expanse Season 1 3.5. Shame we never got any more seasons after that. Wire. Sopranos. Office US. True Detective Series 1 and 3. Father Ted. I'm a sucker for the theme, but I absolutely love Dark on Netflix. A new one I just watched. Reservation Dogs. Some great characters. Arrested Development. There's always money in the banana stand. Game of Bad, it got cancelled after only 5 seasons. Sopranos. Star Trek TNG. Black Mirror. Band of Brothers. Breaking Bad, True Detective Season 1, and Mayor of Easttown. Chernobyl, Band of Brothers. The Wire. The Bear, Succession. Breaking Bad is the best show ever, except maybe The Wire. The Boondocks. Hands down, best TV show I've ever watched. Enterprise. The one with Scott Bakula. Change My Mind. What We Do in the Shadows and The Righteous Gemstones. The Expanse. I was genuinely down when it finished.